The price of toilet paper is on the rise. Kimberly-Clark announced that it's raising prices on many of its North American products, including things like Scott toilet paper and Huggies diapers. Higher commodity costs are hurting companies' profits, but experts say they may lose out on sales from consumers who are still reeling from the impact of the pandemic. With more COVID vaccines going into arms, industry experts say the cost of travel is likely to rebound. According to NerdWallet, experts who track travel deals and consumer interest say demand for airline seats is likely to increase, driving prices up. Hotel prices are also expected to tick up, but may be slower to recover. Leisure travel is only part of the story. Business travel has not started to recover. More theaters are opening their doors and studios are eager to finally release blockbusters that have been sitting on the shelf for the past year. But will audiences return? Chris Martinez takes a look.
3, 2, 1.
With the cut of a ribbon, the TCL Chinese Theater in Hollywood reopened this week, a year after the pandemic forced the iconic movie house to close.
We have spent the last year prepping and preparing for our reopening for you, our amazing audiences.
Across the country, relaxed COVID restrictions have allowed more theaters to open, with Regal Cinemas slated to reopen hundreds of their screens Friday. It's good news for movie studios, sitting on a backlog of would-be blockbusters, wondering if audiences will show up.
What's been really encouraging to Hollywood is just how many tickets have been selling internationally.
Variety magazine's Rebecca Rubin says the year's first major test, Godzilla vs. Kong, is off to a strong start in China, where it raked in $70 million in its opening weekend.
We need Kong.
Theaters and studios alike are hoping American audiences are also ready to open their wallets.
People do want to come back to theaters. When they feel it's safe, they will get back.
Making audiences feel safe is a priority for theaters, most of which are going the extra mile to make sure customers see their COVID precautions.
IMAX CEO Richard Gelfond addressed the issue with CBS's Margaret Brennan.
They have to evoke cleanliness when you come in, and I think the staff has to continue to handle egress and exit in certain ways that make people feel safe.
And if audiences show up this summer, the film industry could finally get its happily ever after. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Despite the reopenings, several summer movies like Black Widow and In the Heights will still simultaneously release on streaming platforms. More than 20% of people put off care during the pandemic, but it wasn't because of the risk of getting COVID. We'll tell you why right after the break.